Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, Things We Love. I'm Izzy, and I'm noticing my shelves are looking a little bare. That's all I have. That's the only shelf I have on with seeds on it. So today I want to change that. I've got a few more things to add. We've got Poppies, Snapdragons, Calla Lilies, BlackEyed Susans, Shasta Daisies, and some strawberries. So stay tuned. Just as a little recap or update on my previous video, in my previous video we posted planting some seeds with my boys, and here's a little update on how they're doing. Something new I added, first of all, was in the video I didn't have the perlite on top. So I had added that actually before they sprouted. I did it that night. Another update is I used popsicle sticks when I first put these in, and then I found a good $5 set of a marker and 100 labels. So I went in and got that off of Amazon and changed those. And one more new thing I added was this tray here. I bought 3 of these, one for each level. It perfectly fits 12 of these. And so I added this just to protect the wood more and add a little catch for the water. And some of these call to be watered from below. So I might just start doing that, like just putting some water in the bottom of this and letting these packs soak up the water from below. But as you can see, the coleus are doing well. I think we missed one cell there, but I've got some coleus that are doing well. The petunias are doing well also. I think they went a little heavy-handed on these few cells to the right here. But other than that, we've got one of each kind. We've got several from each kind that have sprouted. White is my favorite. Yellow is my second. So we'll have quite a bit. And those are annuals. So I thought it'd be good to start seeds, try and start my annual plants that I like to fill things with, fill pots with, and certain areas of the garden with annuals. I thought it'd be good to grow those from seeds so I didn't have to pay so much from the store because, full grown in spring, early spring, it adds up when you need multiple of them. So nothing going on for the Lysianthus. I'm pretty sad about it, honestly. And this is well past, I'd say a few days past the time that it was supposed to germinate by now. But we'll leave that there and see if it ends up germinating and sprouting eventually. But so far, so good. I turn on my fan regularly to give it a little bit of wind. So it's got the light and the wind. And it turns out that I mean, these still sprouted with my heat pads on. Remember I told you those were reptile heat pads? Um, these seeds still sprouted with those heat pads, but I'm not sure if it was too hot for these Lysianthus. So I turned them off and they're still maintaining like 70 to 75-degree soil temperatures. So I'm keeping them off for now and seeing how they're doing, how they'll do from here on out. Maybe it'll help the Lysianthus germinate better, but we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated. First thing we'll be doing today is planting our calla lilies. The interesting thing about these is that I bought these last year from our local garden center, but I did not plant them. And now a lot of times bulbs will need to be planted every season and grow foliage and flowers to build up energy in the bulb. That way they can do the same next season. Now I bought these pretty late in the season, but I did not plant them. So I'm actually concerned. I don't know if these will actually grow anything or if they're duds by now, but we'll see how they work. The way you want to plant them is for the soft side to be pointing down, And all these little bumps on the top of them are where the flowers and the foliage will grow. So we want to plant them 4 inches deep. So I've pre-moistened this soil. I tried to do this once without pre-moistening the soil, and I suggest always pre-moistening your soil, because if not, then it won't take the water properly. So I'm just going to plant all 4 of my calla lilies in the same pot. And what I intend on doing is, once they establish, I plan on like separating them down the middle and having one of each in each different urn that I have. I have an urn and I plan on putting calla lilies and strawberries in the urn right next to our back door on our little patio or stoop kind of thing in our backyard. Um, so this is one variety, and as you can see, they're a bit smaller than this variety. This variety is called Lady Marmalade, and this one is called Denver. So we'll have those nice and nestled in some pre-moistened soil. As you can see here, I have soil that is it's got some wood chips in it, but this likes some well-draining soil, and I've got some other better soil mixed in there. So I think this should be good enough for the calla lilies. So we're putting it soft side down, and we'll go ahead and cover it with 4 inches of soil. Water a good once over, and then hold off on watering maybe a week or even more, depending on how dry the soil's getting. But the water and the sun is what will tell these calla lilies to grow. And I've heard the calla lilies could possibly take up to like a month and a half to actually bloom. So that should be right about time for spring where I'm at. These should be planted 6 to 8 weeks indoors before last frost, if you're wanting to put them outside. But if you're growing them inside, I think with a well-lit window, you could grow them all year round, honestly. But they will need that period of dormancy. Up next, we have our Potomac Appleblossom Hybrid Snapdragon. Plant them 8 to 10 weeks before last frost. Light is required, but a fine layer of vermiculite covering the seed will help maintain moisture levels and prevent algae growth. And you want to surface sow these, so that's what we'll do here. These Snapdragons should take 7 to 12 days to germinate. You want to keep them at 65 or 65 to 75 degrees. These are what they look like. They're, again, very tiny seeds, black seeds. So we'll surface sow those and add a layer of perlite. I don't have vermiculite, but I'll try some perlite, a little fine layer of that. Next, we're doing this Champagne Bubbles Hybrid Poppy. And these, again, extremely small seeds. We'll go ahead, and I think since these are also small, we'll sow these in the top as well. I apologize, I'm trying to find the best views where you can see where I'm working and still see my face at the same time. I guess it's kind of difficult to do that. But let's go ahead and move on to our next seeds. One is a Shasta Daisy and one is a Black-Eyed Susan. Now, Black-Eyed Susans are just so vibrantly yellow with that little black eye, like they're, hence the name. But what are special to them about these to me is my mother-in-law was thinking of me in her garden, and she harvested some spent blooms for me and brought them over one day. This was last season. At the end of the season, she brought me over some spent blooms from her Shasta Daisies and her Black-Eyed Susans. When I harvested them, what I stored them in was just, I bought these little containers, and I'll show you in just a second. I bought these little containers. It came 6 to a pack from, sorry for my nails, but from Dollar Tree. And I harvested them and filled these little containers. So that's what Black-Eyed Susans look like. And these are what Shasta Daisies look like. They look similar to me. So again, I've got some pre-moistened soil. This soil has dried up just a little bit, but I'm going to drop, those corks are not the best, but I'm going to drop a good amount of seeds. Next, we will move on to our last seed to plant. And that requires a different soil. So here, it's hard to tell. Sorry, I must have bumped my microphone there, but it's hard to tell what kind of soil I have here. But what it is for strawberries. And oftentimes, or not oftentimes, but sometimes you'll get seeds or plants that call for a soilless mixture. And that's what this is pretty much. I mean, it does have soil in it, but it's like got more than 50%, it's got cocoa fibers in it. So I used almost 50-50 blend, but maybe a little bit more cocoa fiber to plant these strawberry seeds. And that, I'm so excited for strawberries. We love strawberries in this house, and I'm excited to see. I'm really hoping that I have success with them because I already have plans of where I want to put them and how I want to display them and put them right by our back door. So this is the pack of the strawberries. I really liked these because, I don't know, the picture of them looked really tasty. And I had my boys with me. I was like, which one do you think we should get? So we got this one. They're the hybrid strawberry seeds Elan. And what it says on the back is you want to sow the seeds 7 to 9 weeks before plugs are needed. Sow thinly, press seeds into moist, soilless mix, and keep moist until plants emerge in 2 to 3 weeks. Keep soil temp at 60 to 75 degrees, which we're doing just fine, if possible. Transplant to cell flats when seedlings are large enough to handle. Plugs will be ready for containers or the field in an additional 5 to 6 weeks. Oh, I'm so excited if we actually get strawberries and I'll be able to record our strawberry plants. Strawberry plants are just the cutest little things. They drape. They're almost like a showpiece in themselves, but also fruit bearing and nurturing to us humans. So I'm super, super duper excited for these. So let's hope that it's not a fail on my part. I'm not even sure if you'll be able to see this, but they're just like clustered in a corner there. You can barely see them. I'm thinking I might just use all of them. I think this pack was only 15 seeds. So they look exactly like these. And then over here we've added our Snapdragons, Poppies. I think I need to respell some of those things. Shasta Daisies, BlackEyed Susans, and up here all alone is our Elan Strawberries. Starting to fill up a little bit. Yay. And that's it for today. We've got the strawberries, the BlackEyed Susans, Shasta Daisies, Poppies, Snapdragons, and the Calla Lilies. So I'll keep you updated on how those sprout. We've got plenty more seeds to plant, and we're just planting them incrementally as it is suggested that we plant them before our last frost. And there are some things that I have that are direct sow, so we won't be planting those, starting those inside. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to enjoy the things you love, and we'll see you next time.